On this video, I want to talk about 3 specific things that are going to make you more money. What's up guys, Nick Arapkalis here. Welcome to this video. I am in such a beautiful place. We're in here in Bora Bora. It's not actually the island of Bora Bora. It is Taha. Taha is the island we're on. It's kind of like a private island and we've got all these bungalows and everything. And the reason that we're here is because we're at a high-level mastermind with one of my mentors and they're teaching us all sorts of things, whether that be influence, persuasion, marketing, sales, anything that's going to help build our business. So I want to take 3 things that I learned yesterday at our mastermind event where we're just hanging out. My mentor was teaching us all this stuff and I took a lot of notes and I wanted to reinforce it in my mind, but I also wanted to share it with my subscribers so that you can get the same information without having to travel across the world. We had kind of a crazy day yesterday getting here. We actually missed our flight. I talked about that in the vlog that I'm putting together. We missed our flight and then we got a connecting flight back to San Francisco and it was a whole fiasco because we weren't supposed to do that. We had to pay like $800 extra because of that, but we made it nonetheless. So let me talk about the 3 specific things that's going to help you make more money. And this is specific to selling more, to persuading more. If you can, so say you have a product or a service, you have a business, I want to teach you how to actually sell more of those products, more of your service, whatever it is that you are trying to sell. I want to help you sell better. Okay, and there's 3 specific things, there are actually 5, but I want to share the 3 top things that I got out of it that I think that's going to help my followers here the best. Okay, so the first one is certainty. So whenever you're selling something, you have to be certain. People will forgive you for being wrong, but they won't forgive you for being in doubt. Okay, Dan Pena has that quote all the time. Think about it like this. If someone asks you a question and you're not too sure about it and you just go, maybe, I'm not, and then you're like, oh, but it probably is this. Like, how much are people really going to believe you if you're coming from that frame, right? But if someone asks you a question, you're not even entirely sure, but you have kind of an idea and you just spit it right off the top of your tongue. You're like, oh yeah, definitely. If you want to do that, then you have to do this and this, and this. And like, oh, okay. And even if you are wrong, eventually like you can come back and be like, okay, well, here's the other part of that thing. Like people will forgive you for being wrong, but they won't forgive you for being in doubt. They'll go to your competitors. They'll like, this person obviously doesn't know exactly what he's talking about, so I'll go to the next one. So certainty, if you can just adopt this whole thing about certainty, you're gonna sell a lot more, okay? Whether that be in your video sales letters, whether that be in your emails, whether that be in person where you're actually talking to people. I think there's a little fish that keeps biting me. However your medium of selling is, whether that's through video. If you're like, imagine if I was talking about this video and I'm like, oh, you should probably like kind of be certain, or I'm telling you, hey, you need to be certain if you really want to sell more stuff, right? I'm not uncertain about being certain, okay? So be certain. That is point number 1. Number 2, be a problem. Gosh dang it, I keep stepping on something. Be a problem finder and then a problem solver. So many people try to be problem solvers. They're just like, hey, you need my product because of this, because of this, because of this. And you don't even know if that person really even wants your product or they need your product. It's like going to a doctor and they're saying, hey, what's your name? Okay, here's your prescription, go fill it. And you're like, what the heck? Like, I didn't even tell you what was going on with me. You didn't even check what was going on, if I had a head cold or whatever it is, and you just gave me a prescription. Like, why? That doesn't make any sense. So it doesn't make any sense if you are going out there and saying, hey, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this, and you don't even know if these people actually need your product and service. In fact, a better way to do it is actually ask them questions, figure out more about them, see if your product and service does align with them. And then once it does, if they really have a need for that, then you become a problem solver by solving their problem with your product or service, okay? So that's point number 2. And then point number, keep stepping on something. And the last point number 3 is just to be sharp, okay? Sharp as heck. You gotta be sharp. And this is something I'm constantly working on. And to wrap this up even more and explain this even more, I think one of the best ways that I can describe this is in your tonality. Okay, think about it. If you're like monotone and you're just talking about this, and honestly, I have a tendency to do that. I'm just like, hey, yeah, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this, blah, blah, blah. Here's what works, here's what doesn't. Oh, what's going on with you? Like, I have a tendency to do that. So I'm always working on my tonality. You probably see it a little bit more in this video, and I'm specifically working on my tonality in this video. But your mouth is what was he called? It's like a starting point for your state, okay? And the more that you can be articulate, the more energy you can bring with your vocal tonality, you're gonna bring that with your state. And when you have better state, then you're at a sharper place, okay? So just get sharper, okay? You can't just be like blah and monotone and all that kind of stuff, because if you are that way, then people are gonna be like, oh, this guy isn't that great. I don't know if I really want to do business with him. But if you're sharp and you have that spark to you, you have good energy, and you're just attacking things, and people are just like, damn, this person is going places, I want to team up with them. Okay, so those are 3 specific things that's going to help you influence, persuade, and sell more so that you can make more money. So to recap, the first one is be certain. Okay, you can't have a doubt in your mind. You got to know your product and service like the back of your hand. There's got to be no single doubt, and you know everything. And even if you don't, fake it until you make it. And then if you have to go back, do it, because people will forgive you for being wrong, but they will not forgive you for being in doubt. Okay, now the second one is be a problem finder and then a problem solver, not the other way around. Don't be a problem solver right away, because you don't know if the person actually needs your help, needs your product or service. And then the last one is be sharp. Okay, don't have this blasé mentality. Don't be low energy. Have high energy. And that doesn't mean you're like a bombastic all over the place, but just be in control. Know what you're doing. Have a purpose. Get after stuff, and people are gonna follow you for that. Okay, guys, thank you for watching this video. Appreciate you. Thanks for sharing some time with me. I want to get out here, and again, I wanted to share this type of stuff with you because I think it can be very valuable to you, and it's stuff that I've learned from my mentor who's done over $40 million in sales. But I want to solidify it in my mind a little bit more so that I can constantly be learning and growing and remembering this type of stuff, so I can teach you guys even more and help you guys out even more continually. Okay, I'm gonna constantly be elevating my stuff. This mastermind that we're at is already like remotivated me to get back on top of my game, do more content, do more videos, and you're gonna be seeing a lot more from me. And we're getting a lot of great footage here, so I'm sure I'm gonna be sharing a lot of this type of stuff. But thank you for watching this, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I appreciate you. Share this with someone if you think they can get some value out of it, and I will see you on the next video.
On my own, but I don't know why. You hear